What's happening, guys? My name is Max. We are back for some more One Direction. Today we're going to be checking out a Louis Tomlinson and Harry Styles video. This is their Unseen Paris interview. It looks like a long time ago because the boys look young here. Other than that, you know me by now. I'm a communication skills coach. What I do on this channel is I react to all different types of people's communication skills. So without further ado, let's get into today's video with Louis and Harry. Looking forward to checking this one out.
It's a very good one.
So you're Louis and Harry, or Harry and
Louis.
Louis?
Louis.
Harry and Louis.
Okay.
Louis.
Probably okay.
Look how chill Harry is off the start with his body language, right? Look at his body language. He's just relaxed. He's hanging out. He doesn't feel the need to get all professional and sit upright with his posture. He's just kind of chilling, you know? And he looks like a kid here. It's so funny seeing Harry at this age. It's like 1 second Harry was this little kid, and it's like the next year, it almost feels like he kind of blossomed into this man. But you could see the charisma of Harry kind of like just slowly seeping into him.
Ready to...
There he goes. Okay, sitting up now. He's ready to go.
Je suis très bien aussi. So you met each other thanks to X Factor.
Yeah.
So tell me the story after X Factor.
We met boot camp.
Yeah, you can tell these guys love each other already. And I don't mean love in a romantic way. I mean, they just seem to love each other, you know, as whatever it is. Whether it's romantic or friends or whatever. I don't know. I'm not analyzing that. But you guys got in my head. You guys have gotten my head with all your comments. But they seem to really love each other as friends. Obviously, Louis just bringing Harry in, the way they're looking at each other, they have a real love for each other, like brothers almost. Like they just really respect each other and really, you know, just feel super comfortable with each other. I think about me with my best friends, especially at that age, the way we'd play around with each other and joke around with each other and just like not be afraid to like kind of like bring each other in. And, you know, they've got that brotherly dynamic you can see right off the bat.
Camp on the extra fact on the.
Sorry, are we talking to you or the camera?
Oh,
To you watching
you
us?
see.
Okay, sorry.
Right away, as someone who analyzes and helps people with their communication skills, like to me, that's a sign of Louis' expert communication skills.
Sorry, are we talking to you or the camera?
He's not afraid to ask questions. He's not afraid to get personal. But just in this situation, right there, that alone, to me, shows his awareness.
Yeah, I don't know. We're having a great time, really.
You are five and you are friends or like
Yeah, absolutely.
brothers,
Yeah. We are friends, but I'd say when we need each other, we're more like brothers because we're so close. You know, we literally see each other every day, and you know, we spend every minute of each day together. So yeah, I'd say
you
it was
live
brotherly.
together?
Yeah.
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 Okay. And you always wanted to be a singer?
This is cute, man. What a cute interview. This is great. You know, I was looking at Louis watch Harry, and, you know, Louis is a very flirtatious guy. And he shows it in a number of ways. And he just kind of gets in your space. That's his way of being flirty. Like when Louis looks at you, he's really looking at you. He sizes you up. He looks at your body. He looks at you. You know, he's really like in your space in a way, right? So if you go back a few seconds, you notice he was like really looking, checking out Harry, sizing him up. Not, again, this isn't a romantic or a sexual thing necessarily. This is just his personality. He's a flirty guy. And that's his way of just, that's part of his charm. That's part of his appeal. That's part of his personability, why we connect and we love Louis so much.
I always wanted to either sing or act. I did my school musical, Grease, and I played Danny in Grease.
We
And
smashed it.
ever since then, I just wanted to do something with that kind of approach, if you will, Harold. What about you?
These guys, both charismatic in their own way. You know, I also talk about Harry Styles having an extreme presence about him. He's present with you, but his charisma is not as loud as Louis. Louis got a loud charisma, not necessarily with the tone of his voice, but just the way he looks at you. You know, he's intense. Harry's intense too, but he's more intense with his eye contact. He's really looking at you and he's listening to you. Whereas Louis is like flirting with you. You know what I mean? So it's a different type of charisma. But just what Harry said there before about Louis, he's just like, yeah, Louis is really good at that. He complimented him. What was I going to say?
Did my school musical, Grease, and I played Danny in Grease. And
He smashed it.
I played Danny in Grease, and then Harry said, and he smashed it. So Harry's always listening to you, because Harry oftentimes will add in, when someone's speaking, he'll just add in a little comment, like he did this and he smashed that. Those are signs of people who are listening. Another thing we could learn from our guy Harry Styles is showing our active listening skills by contributing to the sentence or confirming something that someone says while they're speaking.
I played Danny in Grease.
He
And
smashed it.
Right? Harry's really good at that. And just another reason and another confirmation that he's got Louis' back.
what about you in Square?
I always wanted to. I think I always wanted to like entertain people. I think when I was younger, I was quite an attention seeker. And then I sang in a band with some of my school friends, and then that's when I really kind of thought that I wanted to sing and stuff. So I really enjoyed it. It was good fun.
Yeah, Louis is like a little kid, right? In a way, he's always like, his mind's all over the place. It looks like, you know, he's looking at what's going on in Harry's arm. He's looking at what's happening on Harry's jacket. He's touching, he's looking. Like, Louis is a very handsy guy, and he's always just kind of like, it seems like his mind oftentimes is in a million different places.
Your fans, the girls, are crazy.
They're amazing. We got in last night, and there was about 10. About 10 people outside, and this morning there's loads of them. So they really are incredible. They just seem to be everywhere. So
Seems to be multiplying.
yeah,
It was a surprise.
yeah, definitely. I was surprised this morning. Yeah, they're great.
Today it's Valentine's Day.
It
So
is.
Are you in love?
Single, Valentine's Day in Paris, the city of love.
The city of love.
It's interesting. It seems like Louis kind of lets Harry take the lead on a lot of these questions, right? Like, you know, he kind of defers. It's almost like when there's like a very basic question that they've probably heard a lot of times, Louis doesn't care to engage, right? Like, if he doesn't care, it's obvious that he doesn't care. It's harder for him to hide how he feels. Harry is more likely to say, you know, Harry's more likely to follow the rules in that way.
I've got a girlfriend actually.
Oh, and what kind of boyfriend are you?
A nice one, I hope.
He's caring. He treats me really well. I think he does a lot. He does a lot for her.
It's your first time in Paris?
He's a nice guy.
No, we've both been.
Don't get any ideas here, guys. They were just kidding.
Love it. It's a beautiful, beautiful
Why?
city. You know, it's quite like cool. I think. Paris.
Yeah.
Or
Paris
maybe
is
they
really,
weren't.
cool, like the shopping and music and like yeah.
Or your direction, or the direction of your group?
One Direction.
Let us know.
I think we just want to keep it.
Yeah, again, Louis letting Harry take the lead here. It seems like Louis' energy is palpable. Like, I feel like if you're beside Louis and Louis likes you, you can really feel his energy. It's like intense. It's almost like Harry, I bet, like feels Louis' presence. You know, because it's Louis doing a lot of the looking at Harry and deferring to Harry, and it's just like, you know, it's hard to match Louis' energy, right? Like, he's a ball of energy here. And sometimes it's not expressed through his words. Sometimes it's just sort of expressed in his body language. And it's like almost feels like he at times has to contain his energy in a way.
Want to keep making music that people enjoy and that we enjoy, and you know, hopefully our fans will, you know, like it and stick with us.
You can see her bum.
You can see it.
Yeah, he likes.
You can see this lady's bum in the picture. Nice bum.
That's a classic One Direction moment there, you know? Just kind of deferring from like the regular line of questioning and just saying an off remark. that has nothing to do with the interview. But that's how they bring fun into these interviews, man. That's why it's so fun watching One Direction interviews, because you never know what you're going to get. It's all sporadic and random and chaotic at times, and Louis is the guy that's going to bring that chaos, I feel like. And that's fun, man. That's fun. I like that they don't necessarily stick to the script of these interviews, and they kind of just like, their goal is to have fun.
And just a present for me for Valentine's Day. Do you want to sing me a cappella?
Should we do? How about This Is My Bus?
So sing of your choice.
Do you reckon?
I'll make this song up.
Yeah, now it feels like Louis is kind of a little more subdued. It's almost like he's getting bored. Like you can read Louis when he's bored and when he's excited and when he's happy. Like now he's like, all right, I feel like he wants it to come to an end. You know, one of the signs of him wanting it to come to an end was him kind of pointing out the picture, like he was kind of like over the questioning almost. And, you know, now his energy's a little lower, and you can see his body language is a little more closed off, right? He's crossing his arms, like he's giving signs that, you know, he's kind of over this interview.
Bear with us.
What are you doing?
Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day. What a lovely day, Valentine's Day. What a lovely day, Valentine's Day, Valentine's Day.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
You're a musician.
As you can tell.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah.
I told you what you did, but it was good. Yeah.
It's okay for me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
It feels like a very budget interview, like kind of like a shitty camera, you know, like a person who's like an intern is recording them. But just the whole thing seemed a little bit amateurish. Regardless, that was a really cool interview. Like, I'm glad I watched that, and I'm glad I saw their dynamic a little more. Like, these guys are brothers, man. Like a lot of love for one another. And like I said, Louis just got this like intense energy about him, and it's like you can feel it, and I'm sure Harry can feel it. But when he's bored and he's done, you can feel that too. I'm talking about Louis. But again, still such a personable guy. Such an aware guy. Harry too. They're both aware and personable and charismatic, but in their own ways. Right? And Harry just seems like he's more willing to be professional and put on those professional airs and be the showman and sort of be the business guy when he has to. Whereas Louis is just like, I don't have time for this shit. So let's see if there's anything else we can pick up here in the last 15 seconds.
Thanks,
It's
guys.
your present.
See you.
Goodbye.
Ciao.
Bye.
Yeah, see, Louis didn't even care to like engage them or make eye contact with them or say goodbye. He kind of just bounced, you know? Whereas Harry turned around, made eye contact with the camera. Like, he's more aware of being engaging, being charming. Whereas like Louis knows how to be charming, but he's only going to do it if he really wants to. You know what I mean? So interesting to see the two of them together. Clearly a very, very tight bond at this point in their lives, just by the, you know, the physical touching, just by the complimenting, and just by the sheer comfort of being around each other. They seem to really like being around each other. So I enjoyed it. Guys, if you want to watch my full uncut analysis, you certainly can. That's on my Patreon page. You can click my Patreon link below. I've also got a ton of other One Direction uncut, unseen videos on my Patreon page for you to check out as well. Other than that, I appreciate you tuning in. My name is Max. I will catch you soon. Peace.